And also notice how you feel physically during your practice, you know, strength that begins to build within. And the connection of both of those. So important. Let's take about 2 more breaths and now really become aware of fully inhaling. Inhale fully and then fully exhale. So try that one more time. Nice long inhale. And fully empty your long exhale. Let it pour out of you, every last drop. Entering our practice with self-passion today. Quietly lowering your hand and you can blink your eyes open. If you're comfortable just as you are, stay just as you are, or switch the cross of your legs or whatever you need to do. I think I'll stay up on my bolster. We're just going to open up our body as we inhale, reach up together, stretch up, exhale, let your arms float down. Just do this a few times to get breath linked with movement. That is really the foundation of the practice. We're doing all of these movements. We're adding breath with the movements. Do that one more time. Inhale up, full big inhale, and then exhale down. Now we're going to take it over to the right. So we're going to inhale and go up. Let's flow to the right, reach over, come back through center, and try out the other side. Don't feel rushed, even if you have to add an extra breath, moving through the center every time. Okay, that's that lateral movement. And then let's hold it on one side. So where we are, it doesn't matter. Come on and hold it on one side, reaching the top arm up and over, drop your chin. Now is when you get this benefit of the hold. You can really go a little deeper. Take one more breath. Come back through center and then feel that hold on the other side. So we get balanced. Reaching the top arm, but rooting your right sitting bone, your right hip down to the earth, that opposite feeling. Let's all reach up to the sky here in the center and then fold forward very gentle. So not as if it's a deep forward fold, but it's just this gentle forward fold where your chin can come in, your spine can even get round, you stretch out your lower back. I'm saying how I shovel and I feel it now that I'm in this. So breathe into your lower back, especially if you shovel. And let the lower back soften here. Take one more breath. And then as you come up to the center, do the opposite of that, which is a back bend. So be careful if you're up on something like I am, but you'll reach back a little bit behind your hips and open up your chest. Really, puff up your chest to the sky. You can lift your chin. You can even drop your head back as much as you want carefully. Take one more breath. And then when you come out of it, reach your arms up, stretch up and bring the arms down. Let's do one more movement with the spine to get the spine warmed up. We're going to reach the arms up and we're going to go a little seated twist to the right. So let's just do dynamic first. Tap down, come back up, try out the other side. Do that one more time, just matching one breath. And then let's come back over to the other side and let's hold it. So now when you hold it, grip your hand there, drop your chin, lengthen your spine, root your sitting bones, your seat down into the earth, that it feels as even as you can get it. And if you want to look over that back shoulder, you can. Take one more breath. And then let's move to the other side. Go ahead and reach up and move to the other side. Ease into it. Take your time. Even close your eyes if you want to, even at your seat. Take one more long, big inhale. Exhale the breath out. And then reach up to the sky to end this little sequence together, and we'll bring our arms all the way down. Okay, let's come to tabletop. Take your time. Blanket under the knees, please, if you need. Okay. Sometimes the ideas of doing back bends can feel a little vulnerable when you really press your heart space or your chest forward. So I want you to feel the difference of starting something like cat-cow with a forward movement. So if we're here in tabletop and we just have a neutral spine, take your inhale here without even moving the spine. And then have your first movement be a little quieter. Have it be the exhale where you round. So round first, then go into it. Inhale, back bend, look forward. Exhale, round. So just a little quieter entry into cat-cow, maybe a little more gentle today. Not force the chest forward too much, but still getting a nice opening in the whole body here. And we'll take about 3 more rounds of cat-cow. Really letting the head move with the spine. More time. And then finish off your exhale. So let's all end on an exhale and then come back to neutral, right where we began. Okay, let's do this. Let's take our time to lower ourselves down to our bellies. So take your time. And we're going to set up Sphinx just to get the body used to that first entryway into a back bend. So Sphinx is when you have your forearms on the earth, legs are back behind you. You can just be looking down at the space in between your arms, bring your elbows under your armpits. And then you can pick up your head a little bit. Don't force the chest forward, but just let it come up a tiny bit as you breathe here. Take one more big inhale. The belly press into the earth. Exhale, pull your belly back and up. Try that one more time. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, pull it up with more awareness. And then as you lower yourselves down, think about the strength that it takes to press yourself back up to tabletop. And I'd love for you to find down dog from here if you practice it. If you don't, you can stay in tabletop. We're simply using down dog to find our way to a standing forward fold. That means we're going to walk our feet forward. And we're going to hang out here today and standing forward fold, that we really have soft knees. I would say maybe like 2 fists in between your feet, that distance. Hang out here for a moment, maybe rock a little bit even. Back and forth, not too much. Breathing into the back of your legs. And then slowly roll up. So keep your eyes on the ground. That might help your balance. Or inverted, so take it slowly. Now, once you come up to standing, now reach your arms up. Hands in prayer, and then pull that prayer right down the middle line, right to the center of your chest. Okay, pause for a moment. Let's all meet at the top of the mat, because we're going to flow a little bit. And when we flow, you might want to use blocks, okay, today? So make sure they're accessible for you. You don't have to have them there, but it does help. Standing nice and tall, find Tadasana or mountain that you'll take your hands and turn them out, relax your arms, have your shoulder blades be moving together in the back. And let's just get movement standing here together for a moment, just the arms up and down before we start to flow the whole body. So inhale, reach up, exhale down. And even when we do start to flow a little more, please take it at your own pace. Make adjustments as needed so you feel good. Okay, next time your arms go up, bring them up, but then we're going to fold forward. So bend the knees as much as you need, fold forward. Take your time to go back to down dog, whether that's using the blocks or not, be mindful of that. If you don't do down dog, there's always tabletop. We're going to figure out how we want to get to our bellies. That's either going to be through tabletop or plank. Lowering down and finding Sphinx again. Taking our time, moving with the breath. When you're in Sphinx this time, look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Look over the other shoulder. Now come back to center, take a big inhale, feel your belly expand. Exhale, pull the belly back up. Let the body flow down. Bring yourself back to either tabletop or plank so you can get to down dog. To walk the feet forward, to be in that standing forward fold again. And then we'll all roll up, reaching the arms up, putting the hands in prayer, and bringing that prayer right to your heart center. Okay, pause for a moment. Just notice how you feel. Breathing here. Okay, arms down, Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend and tap your upper back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms flow down. Let's keep going. Inhale. Tap. Up. One more time. Okay, now stay here when you tap. Stay this time, reach your elbows, drop your chin, root your feet into the earth, lift your rib cage up. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then as you reach your arms up to the sky, fold forward, really soften the knees. We're gonna flow again. So you use your blocks if you need to come back to down dog or tabletop. Keep breathing. How do you want to get to your belly? Plank or tabletop. Maybe those knees go down. And this time when we find ourselves on our bellies, we set up for cobra. That means the hands are under the shoulders, hug your elbows in, and start to pulse up. Very gentle cobras here. Inhale up, exhale down. Do that 2 more times. And come on down. Last one. Okay, come down for a moment. We are going to hold it. So take a breath, relax. Maybe rock your hips to release your lower back. And then you come on up. You can hold it in Sphinx if you want, or Cobra. Both are great back bends. Looking forward, breathing here. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Slow down. And then take your time. How do you want to come back to down dog? Come to standing. Would you like to go through plank or tabletop? We are all going to meet in that standing forward fold again. Roll up the spine. Reach the arms up. See if you can bring them to prayer. And then bring that prayer right to your heart center. Okay, take a breath. So a lot of flow. Let's give our bodies just a moment. Let's travel to the back of our mats to approach our first standing pose of warrior 1. So we'll take our right leg forward, left leg back. Right away, start to go in and out of it. Inhale up, exhale down. Follow your breath. Strengthen your whole body, but with this softness about it. Okay, now bring the arms down, take a breath. Just pause for a moment, make sure your feet feel good. And then we're gonna hold it. So bringing the arms up. If bringing them straight up doesn't feel great, you can always cactus them. You know, we were talking at the beginning of class, you could even clasp your hands together, if you like. Do what feels good, please. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and release out of it. And can you step back with the purpose of really that idea of stepping back in space? Maybe it takes 2 steps. Take a breath, just relax for a moment. Breathing here. Before we go on to the other side, let's keep our eyes on the mat to go into balance. So as you reach your arms up, bring your heels up. And then down. Very controlled. The breath is moving you into it, and the exhale is moving you out of it. And you notice if your eyes move, it sort of throws you off a little bit. So keep your eyes steady. Okay, one more time. Let's relax for a moment. Take a breath. We're going to hold it. So go ahead and bring the arms up and the heels up. Stay here. Keep that breath moving through you. One more time. Arms down. And then step your left leg forward. And start to go right into warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1, flowing in and out. Really matching the whole inhale and the whole exhale. Okay, one more time. Okay, now we're going to go for the hold. So take a breath first. Go head up into it and find your variation, whether it's you put your palms together or maybe you cactus your arms, or even just a slight bend tends to soften the shoulders and the chest. Take one more breath. And then slowly come on out of it. Step your legs together. Let's go forward this time. So forward. So now we're in the front of our mat. Breathe. Okay. We are going to slow down to do some things on our hands and knees. So I'm going to bring my blocks forward. You might want to do the same. You'll see in a moment. So let's start together by inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Let's start by taking this right leg back. Drop your knee. Drop your knee. Bring your spine up that your hands can come to your front knee. Relax into the body. And then go ahead and sweep the arms up. Breathing here. Keeping your gaze focused. Flow the arms down. Let's try out the other side. So curl the back toes, bring that leg forward, strength. You don't even have to come up. Stay low, send the left leg back. Okay, build it that you have the front hands on the front knee. You're taking your time, you're still breathing, and then you can reach those other side. Rooting the front foot, keeping your gaze steady. Take one more breath. And then what I want you to do is I want you to flow your arms down. And this time you're going to take this front leg back. So you'll be in tabletop. Move the blocks just to the side and come to a true tabletop. Okay, get yourself here, hands under shoulders. Breathing here for a moment. Reaching out your right arm and left leg. So maybe the left toes stay down and you can lift the leg up if it feels okay and accessible. If it doesn't, leave the toes down. Breathe. Arm down, leg down. Try out the other side. Left arm, right leg. Big breath. And then come on down. And I would love to give you child's pose. A nice quiet forward fold just to get a moment here to check in to see how you feel. Take about 2 breaths here. And we're going to flow up to hands and knees because I have one more thing I want to give you in this position. So come on up, hands and knees. I'm going to ask you now to bring your right leg forward. You might want to use your blocks. Right leg forward. Come back to where you just were. Hands on the front knee, long spine, relaxed. So we're going to twist it to the right. Take your time. Don't even bring your arms up yet. Just get the twist with the upper body. Drop your chin, look down to the ground. And if you want to bring the arms up, maybe even just the front one, try it out. Excuse me. If not, leave your hands down, okay? Breathe. One more breath. Now, maybe bring the hands in first, then come back. Balance. Okay, this is the tricky part. We're going to come forward to switch legs. So curl your back toe, bring it forward, and send the other leg back. Be on the other side. So your left leg is forward, right leg is back. Does that sound right? Yes. Hands on knees. Okay, initiate the twist. So start the twist to the left. Only if you feel that, okay, I'm balanced, maybe the front arm can come up, maybe the back arm. Palms facing out, keep your gaze steady, take a big breath in, big breath out. Bring your hands back to the leg, slowly come back. Hands down on block, we are going to come forward, back leg, and stand in a standing forward fold. Hang out here for a moment, hang out here. Roll your spine up. Reach the arms up, hands in prayer, and bring the prayer right to your heart center. Okay, let's stay up for a few moments. Let's do some standing poses. Let's start with warrior 2. Now, when you take your right leg and send it back, try to lift it and send it back. Right leg, okay? So what we'll do is we'll lift the right leg, send it back, and go right into warrior 2 towards that bent left leg. Okay. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Start to flow in and out of this. Let me turn. You can tap your fingertips and go right back into it. So the inhale's here, exhale's here. Straighten the leg. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Okay, let's do one more dynamic movement, and then we're going to go through the hold. So tap, maybe don't move your fingers. Okay. Hold it here. So pretty. Breathe here. Fixing the eyes on the spot. Take one more breath. Now, we're going to let the arms come down. We're going to let our feet go parallel. We're simply just going to switch the way the feet are to go right back into it. Okay, now once you have it, start to flow in it. Take the inhale first. Exhale, tap. Maybe look the first couple of times at the hands. And then see if you can tap your fingertips without looking. That awareness of where the hands and the arms are. Do one more tap. And then let's go for the hold. Go ahead and hold warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Reaching your fingertips out as much as you can. Take one more breath. And let's go ahead and let the arms come down. Let's turn our feet to parallel. Let's give ourselves an even pose, which is a wide-legged standing forward fold. Bring your arms up and go ahead and fold forward. Take your time, please. Blocks maybe, if you need them, stacked or one for the ground. Can you bring your head down as you bring your chin in and drop down here? Let the backs of the legs open. Take one more breath. Okay. Roll up your spine. Reach the arms up to shoulder height to get a nice stretch. Bring your arms down and simply step your legs together. So stay facing sideways though, because I want to use the long edge of the mat still. Take a step open. Turn your right toes out to start for triangle. Now, we're going to use our own bodies as we slide down. So arms come up to shoulder height. We're going to go down to the right first. So drop down. Reach your top arm up as much as you can. Now, today for something different, bring this top hand to your chest, to your heart space, and give yourself a little adjustment that you open up the chest and then see if you can bring the arm back up. Take one more breath. Go ahead and float up, expand, arms down, feet to parallel. Now take a breath, and then go to the other side. I don't want to feel rushed. Arms up, Trikonasana triangle. So find first this real classical variation on your own body, and then bring that top hand down on the heart space on the chest, do a little self-adjustment, then reach the top arm back up. And take in a full inhale and a full exhale. Okay, now float up out of it, expand. Bring your feet to parallel, bring the arms down, step your legs together. Let's all now meet at the front of our mats and just take a moment. Take a breath, see how you feel. Ooh, it's warm in here. Okay, sorry. So feet are at a good distance because we're going to do chair pose, Utkatasana. So I would say I like maybe one fist in between. That feels like a good distance. Hands at heart center. Take in a big inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, sit your seat, go right into chair, and then come up to standing. Be aware of how much you're dropping your chest down here. So see if you can keep it nice and open as you go into it. Drop down. Come back up. One more time before we hold it. Okay, let's do a little different entry. I was taught this one, I like it, that you slide the hands down right above your knees for chair. Get your squat here. Chest is open, so relax your shoulders. And then you can either sweep your arms up or you can bring them to heart center. Both are great. Chest is staying open though, it's almost even like shining forward. Take one more breath. And then we release it as we reach up to the sky and we bring our arms all the way down. Let's be at the top of the mat if we aren't there already. And let's simply breathe. In fact, let's do dynamic movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. One more time. Okay. Next time you reach up with me. We're going to fold forward. We're going to find down dog or tabletop, whatever you're practicing today. As a transition, if you're in tabletop, you could do cat-cow. If you're in down dog, pedal your feet. Adjust your hands in a way that feel good. Hang your head. Stretch out your spine here. Now, to make it to your bellies, we're going to go for our back bend hold. You could go to plank or tabletop. Lower down, maybe dropping those knees. And now this is our back bend hold for about 3 breaths. So how is that going to look for you? You can do Sphinx. You can bring the hands a little forward and roll up a little higher. And we'll start our breathing. Inhaling. Exhale. 2 more times on your own. Last one. Come on down. Now, when you come down, stack your forearms, crocodile. Let your forehead rest on that top forearm. If you need to, yes, sway the feet in the back or do anything with your hips, you can do that for yourself. Breathe here. Take one more breath. And then I'm going to ask you to just adjust your hands for the reason that we're going to half frog. It's always fun to practice. So you're going to take your hands and stack them. Elbows are out. And we're going to do the right leg first. See if you can turn your head to the right. If not, if turning the head to the right bothers your neck, just keep your forehead down, okay? If it doesn't, turn your head to the right. Take your right leg, and it's going to keep contact with the earth as you keep it bent and slide it up. Let me turn to show you. So ideally, we want these hip points, the front hip points to be down the earth. Of course, this right hip has to come up a little bit, right? Yeah. So it's like, when people sleep on their bellies, they do this with their legs. Maybe it's just me. Breathing here. And the whole time you're in it, you're encouraging that right hip to relax down to the ground. And maybe that means you need to bring the knee down a little bit. Stay with your breath. Two more breaths here. Stay soft in the lower back, in the buttocks, in the hamstring area. Finish off your breath here. And then after that exhale, bring your leg back. You can bring your forehead down or your chin here in the center and get yourself even here before you do the other side. So even hips, maybe rock a little bit. Turn your head to the left if that feels okay. Start to slide that left leg up. So I always try to make sure that my foot is like under the knee. So my leg is at a right angle. Be aware of how high you bring that knee up. If bringing it up too high gets the hip up really high, rather you bring the knee down a little bit. Okay. Settle in here. Breathe in here. Sending the breath right to that left hip joint to really soften it and encourage it to settle into the earth. Take two more breaths here in half frog. And as you finish off your second breath and you empty that exhale, slide the leg back. Okay, you want to get up off our belly, so use strength to press up. And we're going to go into child's pose. In child's pose, reach your arms out first if you can. Maybe even put fingertips on the earth, cup your hands, really reach out. Take a couple breaths there and then settle in. Then maybe flatten the hands. Bring your forehead onto something, whether it's the ground or a block, or maybe your stacked fists. And then settle into this forward fold. We're continuing to counter our back bends, breathing here, and really having those arms in any position that feels good for you. Think about two more breaths. Now coming up, I always like to give the option to arrive in the seated hero or Vajrasana pose. That means your knees come together and you bring your spine up. If it's not accessible for you, know that you can either just kneel. But if you want to try hero, I always like to give the opportunity for those of us that practice it. Hands on the lap, relax your shoulders. Maybe even close your eyes. Your body is coming down for a seated practice. So you really want to kind of bring that breath a little quieter, a little smoother. Shifting the hips and then bringing your legs in front. And if you want to sit on a blanket for today's practice, then that would be fine. We might use the strap. We'll see how we feel, okay? Coming to seated, the entryway into seated is Dandasana. So let's do that. Let's have our legs straight, our toes up, placing our fingertips down to the ground. Drop your chin. Take a few breaths here. And even in Dandasana, especially if we ask the legs to go a little straighter, we do get that stretch on the backs of the legs. Take one more breath. Okay. We're going to do where the right leg comes in, bends, and opens up, but we're going to open this other leg up too. So open it up as much as you want. Support this leg if you need. feel something here. These toes should be up. Body is straight, and we're going to laterally lean over. So try to avoid dropping your chest. We're going to do that later. You're going to keep your chest open like we did in triangle as you reach up and over. And almost this idea of taking the heart space or the chest space and turning it a little bit. Make sure the upper shoulder feels good. Keep breathing, maybe even some pulsing here as you ease into it. Yeah, and if you feel it in the hip, because I do too, you can come up a little bit, sort of adjust yourself. Maybe you can even get to a point where you relax that forearm or that elbow down. That's pretty deep though, so make sure you take your time, please. Take about 2 more breaths. And then finish off your breath. And then as you come out of it, reach up to the sky to come out of it. Bring the knee up, the leg back, find center, and rub into your hips and your legs a little bit. We're going to go right to the other side. So take a breath. Left leg opens, and then adjust the other leg. Sometimes I even have to pick the seat up, right? Pick the seat up, get that. So start straight. Hand can be either in front or behind, doesn't really matter. But when you reach over, when you scoop up, have the chest stay forward. And it might be that you have to pulse a little bit, right? Pulse a little bit as you breathe, ease into it with this idea of self-compassion, even in all these poses we do together, you know, ease into them gently. You don't have to be so static. You can really be pulsing here and reaching. Keeping that chest forward. Take 2 more breaths. When you finish that second breath, reach up to the sky when you come out of it. Let the arm come down, help the knee up, and then legs go to straight. Okay, we're going to get the body feeling back to even. This is when we can use our strap if we want. It's a seated forward fold. You don't have to use the strap, okay? It's just a suggestion. But if you would like to use it, it would go behind the feet. And we have our legs the way we want them, maybe a little soft, maybe a little straighter. Find what you need. Before you even hinge at the hips, expand in your chest. Take in a big inhale and then exhale, hinge at the hips very slowly. And possibly you go down and then you pulse back up a little bit. Inhale, pulse down again. And maybe try that one more time. So very slow dynamic movement before we even ask the body to hold this. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. You can put both straps in one hand to walk down. But now find your hold in this asana. Maybe close the eyes, bring your chin in. Keep breathing. Such a big opening in the back of your legs. Try to take the tension out of your face, out of your jaw, soften your eyes. One more breath, and then I'm going to have you do something when you come out of it. Now, when you come out and you start to come up just a little bit. Press your chest forward, your heart space forward, and then come up. Release the strap, reach up, and bring the arms all the way down. Okay, now, keep the strap handy. I'm going to show you why. We're going to go exactly as we just were. We are going to bend our right leg, open it up, and open it up here, just like we just were. So remember I said don't drop the chest? Well, this time we are. So that's why if you want to have the strap, you could put it on your straight leg. I want you to make sure that you do that turn first. So I've turned my body, that my chest is now facing this extended leg. And now I am going to let my chest come down. So it's totally different than this one, right? Now we're doing this. Coming down using the strap if you need. Walking the hands down. Does not have to be deep to get a sensation here. So this is really big on this right lower back. So I want you to be mindful of that. It might just be a tiny bit that you go that you feel enough, right? Keep breathing. soften that right upper hip area, the right glutes, and maybe just that softening will ease you into the pose. 2 more breaths. Now let's do that same idea that when we come up, we pop up a little bit, we press our chest forward and we reach the arms up, drop the strap, bring your arms down, back into center, bring the knee up. Let yourselves come back to center and just take a couple breaths here. Maybe rub your legs before we finish on the other side. Okay. Left leg. Setup is important. Here's our strap. So don't forget that important turn of the body, of the upper body, and that this heart space is dropping down towards the knee. Right away, you'll feel that in the left hip, the left lower back, that whole left waist area. And you can certainly do some pulsing here too, with this idea that you come down and then maybe come up, take an inhale, down, really just prepping the body for the quiet hold here. And then when you get there, go right to your breath to keep you in that present moment. Two more breaths. Where could you soften to feel the expression of the pose a little more? And as you move out of it, press your chest a little bit forward, open heart here, come all the way up, reach your arms up, come to center, bring the arms down, and then let's all meet in the middle here, and let's take a couple breaths, just check in, rub your legs, maybe point and flex the feet, readjust your seat. Okay, one more thing seated. Lean back a little bit, support yourself, bend your knees, feet are flat, kiss your feet together, bring them as close to your seat as you can, and then open them up, Baddha Konasana. Now, you're probably back like this, so then bring your spine forward, adjust your diamond if you went too deep, rock a little bit. So let's just stay upright together for a moment. Just relax, let the chest soften, maybe close the eyes. You can even bring hands to knees if you want, or just leave them on your feet and check in with your breath. So, this practice is interesting because there's flow in the beginning, then we come down, and with all of that, the breath changes. This is how your heart space or your chest feels today. What does it feel like? Does it feel warm? Is there a color that you're visualizing there today, particular in your heart space? And I'm going to offer a little bit of a forward fold. Please know you can stay upright, but forward folding does get a little deeper into the body. You can bring your chin in. Please do what feels best for you and remind yourself of this idea of the whole idea of our practice today is self-compassion. What do you need right now in this practice that is all for you? What do you need? Two more breaths. Wherever you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. If you're down, it always feels good to put your hands on the earth and roll the spine up. Have the head be the last to lift. If you're already upright, meet us here as we slide hands to knees and the legs come out. Let's do this. Let's sway our knees back and forth. Those hips have had a lot. Let's go back to our backs. Okay, take your time and go ahead and go back to your back. Bend your knees. Make sure your head lands on a good place on your mat. And as you come back, knees bent, feet flat, and place one hand on your chest if that feels okay for you at this point in your practice. Self-compassion is the process of sending warmth and care toward yourself. Focusing on love, care, kindness, appreciation, and gratitude can help us release oxytocin, which serves as a buffer to stress. and increases our sense of a social connection. Mindfulness invites us to notice our inner voice, and when we observe a critical tone, and realign ourselves with that yogic principle of non-violence, which is ahimsa. Feeling that soft hand on your chest, let your body relax here, let your whole body soften into the ground before you begin a practice on your back. Set the tone of entering the practice with self-compassion, with love. Take 2 more breaths, just as you are. Then go ahead and bring the hand down to your side, so both arms will be at your side. Walk your feet as close to your seat as you can, because we're going to start with dynamic bridge. That means we're going to inhale, reach our arms back behind us, send our hips up as much as you can, and then exhale, arms down, hips down. And then keep flowing in this way, please. Dynamic bridge pose. Letting that chest come towards the chin. It is a chest opener. It is also a back bend. You also get this great strength in our legs. One more time, flow back and then flow down. Okay, now take a breath in stillness with your back down, relax your shoulders, and we're gonna go for the hold. So decide how you want your hands. You know, when I first started practicing, I remember the teachers always saying, you could hold the sides of your mat. So you could try that. Hold the sides of your mat in a light way, or you could clasp your hands under your back as your hips come up, or you can reach your arms back. So lots of options. Try to flatten out and soften the shoulders and the shoulder blades, that they're taking most of the weight. As you root your feet into the earth, breathe here in bridge pose. 2 more breaths if you can today. And now slowly come down and go ahead and hug those knees into center, Apanasana. And maybe a little rolling would feel appropriate for you here. Okay. Feet down to the earth. Pause here for a moment. Go ahead and take your right leg, cross it over your left. And if you just pick your head up for a second, you can see that upside down triangle, right? Loop your, or reach your hands through. So some of us like to grab on the back of the left thigh or left hamstring. Some of us might want to grab on the front of the left knee. I've seen that. But let's stay in a position that feels good for us. You could also take that right hand to the right knee, feel that support. And third and final option could be to straighten that bottom leg. This is a big hip stretch, so we want to make sure we really get that long exhale moving through our bodies. And if you are one that does like counting, you could inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Trying that 2 more times if you want to make sure that you are in fact having a longer exhale. One more breath. And now when you come down, I want you to do a little bit of a different exit out of it. Come down, bring the foot down, it's up, and keep that leg crossed. Keep that right leg crossed, but tighten it down, a tight cross. Okay, let your hip relax. Hug knees into center, cross. You could go for the shins, you could go for the ankles or the feet, whatever you can get. Hugging the knees in, breathing, a little bit of pressure on the belly, good for the digestive organs. Take 1 more breath. And then come out of it, uncross. Feet are flat, knees are bent. Sway your knees back and forth. Maybe you even need an Apanasana, that's an even pose. And then set up the other side. So left leg crosses over, we peek it up, we see that upside down triangle, we reach through, but then make sure you rest your head back down. I know that the shoulders have to pick up a little bit here, so make sure when you do that, you still keep them relaxed. As soon as you sort of settle into the position that you want to be in, start that breath of an inhale of 4 and an exhale of 6. For whatever numbers work for you. If you feel that you breathe longer, you would just do, 5, 7, 6, 8, whatever works for you. Adding a couple beats to that exhale. Try that 2 more times. Okay, last breath. Slowly bring that bottom leg down, that right leg. Remember, don't uncross, but cross it tighter, and hug the knees in. And then ankles, shins, feet, whatever you can get, just maybe even hugging the knees in. A little bit of pressure on the belly. Take a breath. And then come on out of it. Uncross, sway your knees back and forth, possibly an Avanasana, which is hugging the knees into center. Breathing here. Our last pose is an even pose, but we're going to enter it dynamically. Knees are bent, feet are flat, feet are kissing together. Please today clasp your hands and flip the clasp. And as you inhale, reach your arms back, clasp, and open your knees up. Bring the soles of the feet together. We'll try that 2 more times. Arms down, knees up. Try it again. Inhale, reach back, open up your knees. A little bit of a back bend. Exhale, arms down, knees up. 1 more time, and then we'll go for the hold. Back. Bring the clasped hands back down. Now unclasp your hands. Open up your arms at shoulder height and open up the knees. Soles of the feet come together to settle in for Supta Baddha Konasana. Breathe here. Let the shoulders soften, let the chest, heart space soften here. And let the earth receive you here as you relax into the ground here. About 3 more breaths. Finish off this last breath. Full inhale all the way into the center of the body. Expand in your belly. And then exhale, empty the breath out. Bring the arms down first, maybe to the knees to help your knees up. Go ahead and hug your knees into center, and we are working our way to our Shavasana practice. So think about what you love to have for Shavasana: a blanket, a bolster, making sure you feel supported, maybe covering the eyes. Take your time moving into Shavasana. I have a little loving kindness, I guess you could call it that, meditation, a little bit different, a little bit simplified, which I like. Pick up space, relax, soften. And bring your awareness to your heart space. And notice how you're feeling in this moment, right now, in your body and mind. Connecting with your breath, with your heart space, and accepting yourself just as you are. Self-compassion is like wrapping a blanket of kindness all around yourself. This includes the parts of you that feel strong, worthy, and capable, and also the parts that feel vulnerable, fearful, or ashamed. And we'll begin this practice of imagining receiving a quality of acceptance and compassion from someone who cares for you. Now imagine extending a feeling of acceptance and kindness towards a person who is easy for you to love. A person who is easy for you to love. Notice the feelings that arise in your heart space and explore those. And if you have created a feeling of warmth or appreciation, you might choose to extend this feeling back to yourself. Back to yourself. We'll stay in this practice of loving kindness towards ourselves as we enter into a quiet Shavasana. I'll be here and I'll bring you out.